Chip here with the XRP Minute. I hope we got our audio thing finally solved, guys. Welcome to the XRP Minute. It's actually longer than a minute. I'll be honest with you, it's about 60 minutes. It's not the XRP 60 minutes, but it is the XRP Minute. And as you know, I always like to shout out the very first person that hit the stream up, because it's always pretty close. Usually, like they fire in right around the same time. But I wanted to give a big old shout out. Gosh, who was number one? Why is this not right? Why is this wrong? This is weird. I'm going to the very top here, and it looks a little bit different than, I think it's XRP Carolina. Am I not seeing the entire stream? I popped the stream out, and wow, that is weird. So I didn't see my other chats in there. I guess when we pop the stream out, you kind of lose some stuff. So I believe it was XRP Carolina, followed closely by Alex Yeet. But I want to shout out some people that came here. GXRP, hit the like button on the way in. Right on, my man. Danny Torres is here. Crypto Popo, XRP Carolina. Michael Metzko. It's good evening, my man. And Michael and I live in the same city, although we've never met, although we've talked about doing a lunch. And I think that's on the horizon. I know we've been trying to figure this out, but we're actually very close by each other. So, yeah, Michael, we'll figure this out. XRP, Angel, Connie, Carl Lewis, funny's what he does. He's making some cracks and jokes in the DNI stream, and I always appreciate that. Anybody that makes me laugh, you're straight on right there. We've got Applesauce is in the house, BZ Comedy, Channel, Tino, all. Let's see who else. DNI. By the way, do you guys know DNI sent me digital nomad investors in? Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm going to try Aiden Trader. Oh yeah, Aiden was doing a marathon stream last night. Now here's what's weird. I go to bed. Aiden's streaming. I wake up. Use the facilities, and Aiden is still streaming. He had like a power, like 3+ hour stream last night. And you know what, Aiden? You keep getting better and better every time, man. Really good stuff. Easy Comedy Channel. Let's see. Let's go. And let's see. Matt Richter. All right. What's here? What's good? Who else is in? Who am I missing? Ahmed Ali. Twitter sent you. All right, man. So, guys, please, could you please tweet this out? Just do a share. Follow it. Make a little thing. You can actually retweet my tweet. I actually tweeted out tonight. You know, I usually forget about that. Let's see. Alex Yeats. Yes, I already shouted you out. Who else do we have here? Who else? Oh, yeah, Dan, the XRP man. And do I miss anybody? I don't like to miss people. I think I got everybody. And if I did, Oja Punk, Oja Punk, got you. And Danny, who else? Who else am I missing? Carl Lewis put a shoe up. Not sure what that's about. Not sure. Okay, cool, man. Extra hardcore, brother. I'm seeing you on Periscope. Thank you, man. Thank you for chiming in. It's actually working tonight, which I like. So thank you for popping in. You guys see that in the chat? The bot is working tonight. I always like that. Leonardo the Great. Do not confuse him with Leonardo the not so great. He's the great one, okay? So in case you're wondering, Phoenix Star Morning's here, Doc Callum, XRP, Creative Bananas is in the house, and I think I got everybody. So guys, there's a lot of stuff that I have to go over tonight. There's always stuff I find in my travels, always some weird stuff, some interesting stuff, some not so interesting stuff. I try to keep more to the interesting stuff. Hey, great stream, man. Hey, hardcore. By the way, when were you in town? I thought it was right around this period. Was it next month? Hit me up in the stream. I wanted to know because I thought we were gonna figure something out with that. Let's see, man, who Hardcore is in. So by the way, if you guys don't know, I mean, who doesn't know who Hardcore is in this moment? He's the hardest working man in crypto as far as putting together these amazing sort of, I don't know what you call them, banners, any kind of graphics related to it. It doesn't have to be XRP, because I've seen some of the BTCs kind of popping in every once in a while. But yeah, if you want to get hooked up, and we've seen his work all over the internet, but yeah, he's busy. He's got more work than he knows what to do with, but come on, man, he's happy to figure out something, to work with you and get something going together. So what's Dan, the XRP man? He's cool, growing up in Manhattan. My girlfriend went to the UK. With you or without you, I don't know how that works. I missed part of that conversation. Yes, it's coming up soon. Cool, man. Just give me a heads up, like a few days, week, or whatever, so we don't miss that. But Hardcore's working on some cool stuff right now, and he'll let more out as it comes out. But I know he's doing some stuff. Sounds messy and distorted again. That's very strange, man. I don't know why it's doing that again. Because I did a test earlier, and I just don't know why it's distorted. That is weird because I don't know, guys. Sorry about that. We'll have to work through that because I've got green everywhere. Everything looks good. I don't know why bananas. I don't know. It's going bananas. Oh man, this is horrible too because I don't know what the deal is with this microphone. My mic is usually pretty good. I'm getting good levels, but there might be something weird going on with my settings. This might be the second time that it's doing that. But guys, hopefully we can at least understand what I'm saying. I do have good streaming help. I get a little green light from YouTube saying that everything's good. Peachy keen, everything's good to go. So yeah, Static is in here. Use a phone headset, maybe. You know, I got a nice mic, man. It's a nice mic. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a good quality mic. And I'm running it through a board, so I'm running it through USB. So I don't know what the deal is or why it's running weird. I'm gonna have to do some more testing with it. It used to work great until my last stream, then it went haywire. So I don't know. It should be fine. I've got don't know. I'm gonna check one little thing here. Maybe. I will check one little thing here and see if we can maybe fix this or make it worse, because generally I can probably make it worse. I just wanted to see what the input's set at, because maybe the input is not set properly. I don't know. I don't know how this happens. I go live, and this is the kind of stuff that happens. So let me just see if I can figure this out. Everything looks good. Input is on USB. It's running on Crisp. Don't know. I don't know, guys. Might have to install some software. It's not listening through speakers. I got it right. Everything's going through the mic. I've got it going through the microphone, which is weird and wacky at the same time. I want to check one other setting to see if maybe. Let's see. Let me see here if I can get this thing fixed. I know it's annoying to listen to this. It for sure is annoying. I'm wondering if it's this plugin that I'm running, which is supposed to filter out some background noise, and I'm wondering if it's maybe that's making this go all wonky. I don't know, but it's weird. I didn't see that running, which could be an issue, which could be why the mic is not working properly. I don't know. Let me try. Holy cow. Cats, what's going on tonight? Let me see. What is going on? Why, that might be the reason. I don't think Crisp is running. And I may have to turn that on. I think maybe that's my issue. Could that be it? Nope, it's running fine. USB audio device. How's that, guys? Is that any better? I just tried a setting here. I don't know if that helped things or not. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Maybe you guys will let me know. But I did try one little thing here to see if that might have done something. No, it didn't do anything. Stop talking through a McDonald's speaker. It's a nice mic, guys. I'm not going to mess with you. It's a nice mic. I don't know what's going on, but I might try just throwing on some earbuds, but then I'd have to change some settings. Oh, God, man. I don't know why the mic's not working. This is very strange. Let me go ahead and change this setting to see if I can get this thing working. Oh, it's worse. Oh, great. Just what I was going for. Let's see. Noise, speaker, let's do this, speaker output, built-in output, let's do same as USB. How about that, guys? Anything better there? I don't know what's going on tonight. Tonight's weird. It got louder. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jay Currency? I am, again, in tech hell one more time. Is that any better? I don't know. Can you pipe down the game? Let me see if I can bring that down a little bit. How about that, guys? Is that any... Let's see if that works out any better. Maybe it's just a little bit. How about that? Any better, guys? Any better there? Is that it? No good. No, it's better. Somebody says it's better. Is that any better? Allie G's in here. I like that. There we go. I haven't seen you around, Allie. I don't know where you've been hiding. Is that better? I don't know. Maybe it's better. It's a little bit better. All right. Well, it's a little bit better. That's good. Maybe it was just buzzing out too much. Maybe I just had it too high from the other night. Never changed it. Up a tad, up a tad. How's that? A little bit better, better, better. Okay, well, it's getting better, guys. Let's not mess around with the mic all night. This silly mic, I'm going to put it over here a little bit. Let's see if that level. All right, guys. Well, thank you for helping me explore that and troubleshoot that. Allie is in the house. What's going on, Allie? What's going on down under? How's the beach? How is the beach these days, this time of years? Gain up slightly. Let's put up the gain a little bit here. Let me put this up a bit. And let me turn this down a bit. How about that? Is that any better? I think it's something. I think we're getting there. I think we are getting there. Okay, so let's see. Did I see Dutchy in the house? Is Dutchy in the house? I think he's here. All right, guys, we're gonna run with it. We're just gonna go. There's a lot of stuff to cover tonight. I want to jump right into it, so I led a little bit. Ali G's being shouted out from Periscope. I love it. RTB's in the house. Danny, thank you guys for getting this. Beaches in winter mode, but still magnificent. Hey, what's the water temperature there, Allie? I'm just curious because, you know, here in Florida, we're on the Atlantic, and it's usually pretty warm. When it gets to the real hot summer, like we're coming into summer now, it gets so hot that you can't even, like, the water's not enjoyable, but it's not like the Pacific where it's like ice cold. I'm taking an ice bath all the time. So let's jump right into this. Let's go right into this. All right, guys. So let's look at this. So I led with this one. It's kind of a fun story. It's exploring wine on the blockchain with your tipsy Valentine. Again, coming from my buddy Johnny Biggs. Love this guy. So wine on the blockchain? Oh yes, wine on the blockchain. So. You know the story, how it goes. Bottle of red, bottle of white. Remember, Merkle Trees, keep your chain size light. That's right. Wine is now available on the blockchain. So this comes from a Medici-funded company, sought out to create wine futures platform similar to Bordeaux model. Vincent brings consumers in direct contact with wineries early in the cycle, giving you early access to fine wines for consumers, providing a greater cash flow for wineries throughout the process. And CEO Jacob David simply said, we're reinventing the way wine is bought, owned, and experienced. So the app tokenizes the bottles, allows for permissionless selling and trading of wine futures on a transparent and secure blockchain. So, I mean, it's not so much about wine, it's about everything is getting tokenized. Everything is getting tokenized. I mean, you name it, I mean, it's been tokenized. There's probably some niche things that probably haven't been there, but it's crazy. I don't know. There's no reverb. I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting in the next day or so and get some. Hey, another ripple effect, David. What is up? How are you, man? I know I got some issues with the mic, guys. Just try to run through it. I don't know what's going on. It started the other night. Everything used to be good. Some weird stuff's going on. The problem with this stuff is you don't have any feedback on it. Yeah. By the way, David, when we weren't here, man, we did moon. We went up like a cent. So that's happening. But when we think about XRP, when we think about the blockchain and all this stuff happening, I mean, if you look back 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, yeah, you'd see some news coming out, but you don't see the level of blockchain activity, you know, spread across multiple, you know, coins. It's just starting to really take off and turn into something. We take a chip how we can get. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna get it fixed. That's I owe that to you guys for being here. And thank you for being here and putting up with this stuff. It's ridiculous, and you shouldn't have to put up with it. So it's just silly that we're having to deal with it. I don't know what the reverb is. I don't know, but we'll figure it out at some point. But the wine thing is just another phenomenal thing that's happening where you're starting to see. Everything to tokenize. So what else do we have here? What do we have? So this is kind of an interesting article. This one just came out. This was located up on Finance in the Yahoo section. And basically blockchain.com loses Goldman Sachs veteran to Ripple. Crypto wallet provider blockchain.com has lost yet another Wall Street veteran. Don't you love the way they position that? Like, another one, they lost another one. Like, they're just leaving in droves, but, you know, it may not be as bad as it sounds, but Brianne Madigan, a former Goldman Sachs executive, left blockchain.com for Ripple. Blockchain.com communications lead, Patrick Sutton, confirmed it to the block. So it's interesting. I'm starting to see block stories now show up on Yahoo. This is a block story, which is actually... This is really weird. Like, I usually have my phone with me, and I don't know where my phone is. It's missing. I think I charged it in the other room, but it's weird. I don't have my phone. It's like my Whoopie. It's like, well, where's my phone? I don't know how to act. I don't have my phone here. I think it's charging in the other room. It is charging. Hey, Auburn, Rain, what's going on? Better known as Rain. Rain is here. Gee, they're whining again. Carl Lewis, bringing that, man. He's bringing the magic, you know. He's bringing the fun. Apple Sows has good content, and you have a good name, man. Pork chops and applesauce. You gotta love it, man. You got to love it. Rain sent XRP minute. You're right. You did send me, and then DNI, and it's a whole thing. Got off the hook by charging. Oh, whoa. Got off the hook of changing that smelly diaper. Are you sure you're in the right stream? I think you were like one click over from the mommy stream where you was changing diapers and learning how to, you know, organize and do potpourri and, you know, and figure out how to buy cryptocurrencies, but it could be. It's all your fault, Rain. That's it. You know what, Rain, that's weird. I'm telling you, Rain and I did do a test and it was working perfect, and then something goes off. I don't know what happened. Something bad happened somewhere along the line. Dave, your niece is so adorable. I like that. Dave, your niece is adorable. Where is she? How do we know? I don't know. I don't know where she is. We got Sachs. Yeah, so we got Sachs. So basically, there's one other thing, that little pull quote that I wanted to get to here. Where was it? Yeah, so in comparison, that's what it says here. In comparison, Ripple appears to have a shot at cracking the institutional market. The payment startup reported a 54% quarterly surge in direct institutional sales of XRP in Q1, totaling 61.93 million. You know, my memory is not the greatest, but I do think, yeah, machinery in the other room, that's a big call too. It hasn't done anything before, but I'm getting angry about this mic. Maybe next time I'll just go. Because I bought this really nice mic. I got a board because it's got to be phantom powered. Everything was working great. I've done a lot of tests and videos, but next time if it does, I can't fix it. I'm going with the earbuds, man. I'm gonna fix this dang thing. So basically, talking about. So I think it's $61 million. I think if we went back to 2017, 2016, that was like an annual over-the-counter price. So this is getting exciting. So Brian basically says, I'm thrilled to confirm I've joined Ripple to lead the global institution markets team. Madigan told the blank. This is an exciting time to join the Ripple team. Damn right it is. It's super exciting. And she says, hoping to foster mass adoption. What have you heard mass adoption before? Mass adoption of the digital assets and transferring global payments systems across the world. It's not the bandwidth, man. I've got 12 up and I've got 170 down. So I did a speed test right before this. I know some people out there, like I've talked to Sam Ian. He says he has 2 or 3 up, but it could be my settings. That is a possibility. But my bandwidth is pretty strong. I upgraded it, and I got 12 to 13 up right before the stream. And generally, before I had 4 or 5, and I did upgrade it. I've got green stream health, so I have a feeling there's some technical issue, and it could actually be that there's some, like XRP Banana said, it could be something else affecting it. But I'll do a deep drill down, and roll some of my other streamer buddies have helped me fix this thing. I'm not happy about it. Like I said, it was working great, and then all of a sudden you go live and boom, it doesn't work. So it's just all groggy and it's affecting everything. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this. So I troll every once in a while the Reddit boards. There's a Reddit Ripple channel, and sometimes you see some pretty good stuff. And this is something that maybe it was out there. I hadn't seen it. But this is an XRP WooCommerce Payment Gateway. Now, if you know anything about WooCommerce, basically WooCommerce is integrated into every WordPress site. And this is pretty interesting. It's called open. So if you know open source software, it's kind of like, think about open source as like decentralized. It's not multiple contributors, and it's just what it says. It's open source, so you can see that you can actually look at the code. So it's pretty interesting. Hey, Big John, sup? Don't start getting into the audio problems. You have to live with it. It sounds pretty bad. So anyway, I wanted to find out more about this and what's going on with this. So this is it. Great name. No middleman. WooCommerce, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency payment gateway. No fees, no registration, no logins, no middleman. You're singing my song. When I saw this, I was like, tell me, it's too good to be true. This is awesome. Now, if you know anybody that runs a Well, I mean, if you know anything about WordPress, it basically powers like 60, 70% of the internet, right? Everyone's got a WordPress site. WooCommerce, they bought a couple years ago, and this gateway is part of it. So now I'm looking at this. So anybody who's using WooCommerce, and there's probably some people out here in the, I'm guessing one of you probably have, you either know about this, but I thought this was pretty phenomenal because look at this. Automatic payment processing. Tired of waking up to a bunch of pending payment orders? No. Now with automatic order processing, every time a customer makes a valid crypto transaction, we update the pay. And that's the problem with some of these gateways. You know, even some of the streaming folks that you know that, hey, what's going on? Well, gee, thanks for having a bite, man. You missed everything. I'll tell you what you missed. You missed all the awesome people trying to help me out with my microphone, and it's still not working. What's going on, Anna? How are you? Anna Louise George is in the house. Another down under, and another amazing contributor to the community. You know, she's not just into XRP, but she's you know, I know she holds some other coins too, but I know you're late, but there's always time, Anna. There's always time. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's perfect. When you get here, it's the perfect timing. Just talking about this no middleman. It's a payment gateway, cryptocurrency gateway for WooCommerce. They've got privacy mode. You can get a customer QR code, multiple fiat support. Man, I'm real hyped about this. I got to tell you, I am hyped. So this is a blog post. I just basically filtered out all purple because I thought it was hard to read. So let's get right to it. So what does every cryptocurrency payment gateway require you to enter an API key, sign up on the website, force you to use them as a wallet? Simply, they want to get in between you and your crypto. These guys are awesome. The fundamental desire to have cryptocurrency succeed on a global scale is lacking. No middleman crypto. We want to see blockchain technology realized to its full potential. These guys are building a phenomenal product. It's simply displayed wallet addresses for customers to direct crypto payments, to look at the various blockchain transactions, to verify an e-commerce order has been completed. It is simple to realize that there's nothing else needed. We aim to provide you with a free product that incorporates all these things. We don't discriminate between cryptos. What? This is awesome. When I read this blog post, I'm like, this is probably one of the more exciting things I've come across in a while. Why? Because, like I said, WordPress basically powers the internet, right? 60-some%. I forget what the exact stat is. And a lot of people that are selling things on there, I think there's somebody in here. Carl Lewis says he knows how to fix it. Fix what? Fix the world economy? Fix my audio problems? Fix my glasses? What are you going to fix? You're going to fix something. So this whole sort of gateway is starting to move over. You're going to start seeing more and more people. So this is anybody running a WordPress site that's selling stuff on products on their website. They now have the option to basically integrate this. And let's see, everything is simple to say. Well, not everything. Scaling is not simple. APIs that utilize and charge money for hitting their servers more than a couple times a minute. Matching crypto payments to orders for stores that have hundreds or thousands of orders an hour is non-trivial. So if you're selling a lot of stuff via crypto, not so simple. Our goal is to provide the small-time store with a free gateway. Free. Did you guys hear that? A free gateway to get started accepting crypto. We'll provide scaling solutions at a cost. So automatic order processing for hundreds of Ethereum customers an hour is hard to do without a middleman. Our product provides a solution. So that's pretty cool. I like this a lot. And, you know, again, check that out. Look at this. Game of Thrones, winter's coming. The licensed browser game. You guys tell they're always targeting me. She's peeking up right above my head there. See that? So as I was trolling the Ripple Reddits, this is a pretty cool thing. So it's an article that this guy wrote. He said first transfer with Ripple. So to start, I've been into crypto since mid-2017. I purchased my crypto, usually Bitcoin, through a Coinbase Pro to avoid fees. One of the traders I follow on Twitter mentioned that when they transfer from one exchange to another, they do so with XRP. So I figured I'd try it out to see how fast I can move funds from one exchange to another. I bought $50 in XRP on Coinbase Pro and moved it to Kraken, where I do my day trading. I expected a few minutes at least, but I clicked withdraw. By the time I clicked my Kraken browser, hit refresh, my funds moved for a fee of a whopping 0.00. I usually rip on blind faith following XRP, but now I understand why it has it. I'll never transfer from exchange to exchange with anything other than XRP again. And then he had an edit one, thanks for the gold, my first gold, thanks for the platinum, another first. So this is somebody who came to XRP. How did he find out about XRP? Well, somebody on Twitter said, hey, you can basically transfer. He goes into it blind faith, a little doubting, where is Pete? Pete, where are you? Yeah, somebody's standing behind me. Yeah, there she is. It's Arya. And she's a badass too, man. I don't hear a little like Game of Thrones, but she's like, yeah, what's up? Yep, there she is. Peeking out, peering out there. So he goes on Twitter. So you kind of get from the article that he doesn't really believe that he can move his XR, his BTC. It was funny because I told my Bitcoin Maxi friend, I'm like, hey man, why are you screwing around, wasting time with moving from place to place? I go, you ever tried moving it with XRP? And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, why would I do that? I go, well, if you want it in 3 or 4 seconds. He's like, what do you mean? Now, it's funny because they know everything about XRP. He didn't really believe you can move it in 4 seconds. And then he was like, whoa, tell me more. So what do I do? So you're saying that I can take my Bitcoin, convert it to XRP, transfer it, and back. He's like, you're kidding me, right? So, yeah, timed out on the May tag. I'm not sure what that's all about, XRP Angel. So Carl Lewis, tell me how to fix the sound. What am I missing? What do I do? I mean, the problem is I've got a microphone here, and I'd have to, I just would worry that I would screw something up. Duct tape and Windex. Duct tape and Windex. Keep bringing it, Carl Lewis. Carl was bringing it. So, again, more people are coming to discover the wonders of XRP and the speed. He's not into XRP. He's like, no, but I will use it for transferring, and that's okay with me. Hope it's okay with you that somebody like that found it. Not going to buy it, but he's going to use it to transfer his BTC. That's pretty cool, right? All right, so here's an article that Hodor wrote, and this is up on coil.com. And if you guys aren't on Coil, please register. I'm sure somebody in the stream, probably GXRP, if he's not eating something. Gaming Crypto's here. Gaming Crypto's in the house. Holy cow, my voice is cracking. So, yeah, go up there. So, basically, this is an article about cinnamon. And Hodor basically wrote he interviewed the founder, and I'm going to probably mess his name up, Róbert Tarabčák, founder of Cinnamon. So, he goes through a Q&A, sort of a questioning here. And now this is only up on Coil. I think it's unique content to Coil. Yeah, I can't wait for Cinnamon video. I'm super, super stoked about it. It's funny because GXRP turned me on to How Do, HOWDOO video, and I missed grabbing my username, and basically it's a blockchain service. They have their own coin. Maybe G can throw it in there. It was mooning. We watched it moon a little bit. I think it was earlier today, or was that yesterday? All right, man, you've done a 0.12 of XRP through Coil. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. And that's what's cool about it. It's the counter's running, and you get a $5 subscription. And as you pop on sites, you can support content creators. So thank you for that, G. And this is a very good article. I do have it listed in the description below. You can go down there and check it out. You can read these. Mr. Meowgies here, Mr. Meowgie, and it's a really good article. So he basically talks about how he, in the communication, they were closer to proving out their concept. The working version invited Hodor to take a test drive. So he did. He logged in with his Coil account, used OAuth, the Coil site, created a user account on Cinnamon. Is Hodor creating videos now? No, but he was test driving it. He uploaded a video on Cinnamon. He viewed and searched for videos. So during the process, he excitedly jotted down notes about the unique, intuitive site, very much in the same vein as other ILP and XRP-based apps. The platform needs no instruction manual. That means it's intuitive. The user experience seamlessly flows from one step to the next. Man, super stoked for this. This is going to be great. I can't wait to be. I want to be like the first, if not the first day. You know, throw a video up there. Hopefully with the microphone things. Oh, you were able to log into Howdy today. Oh man, that's nice, man. Good for you. Yeah, it is working. Well, yeah. So, what's your experience on Howdy? Because I think Howdy was really, really sweet. I was really excited about it. I hit him up on Twitter. I'm like, hey man, I'm a content creator. I'm on it, and then ignored. And then I was going into watch a video, and I saw GXRP and made a comment. It was like 3 weeks old. It was like, well, only comment. Nobody commented on his comment. So I commented and said, I don't know. I've hit him up 3-4 times on Twitter, and I've just been nothing. So I said, maybe we're busy rolling out a product. At least get the intern to work the social sites, because it's pretty important. They signed up like I think 75,000 people on their beta. But G was talking about it. I was excited about it, and like by the time I got around to doing it, I'd missed like the sign up by like a day, and they're not letting anybody else in. So I'm glad, G, that you were able to get in there and that's working fine. So he says, so what is a good question? Understanding Cinnamon is at a high level to be competitive to video upload and streaming services such as YouTube. Is that an accurate assumption? And Robert says, we certainly don't want to position ourselves as a competitor to existing services. We offer different monetization model for creators. But if you look at it as a high level way, well, yeah, it's similar. It will provide similar functionality to end users you can find on YouTube, Netflix, and others. But you guys know that it's running coil, so the whole idea is and you see that Howdy was much in the same vein where they have a coin. G, what is their GXRP? What is their coin called? It's like, is it called Udo? It's got that little symbol. I don't even know what the symbol is. It's like, I couldn't even find it on a keyboard. I think it's called Udo. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that was coming out. And then I looked, and it was like 300 or 400 on the list of the of coins. But again, it is new. It hasn't officially launched. So right now the team is 3 people. It's a designer, cloud engineer, and a front-end engineer. Let's see, there's another good question in here. Okay, so yeah, you connected to Coil directly. You're mainly working with them on integration questions, and then Coil and Cinnamon work very closely together. Many inspiring things are coming from both sides. We're evolving together, and we enjoy working with them. Coil's always been very supportive. Hodor logged in on examine the homepage. Very excited to see some of your ideas come together. A fascinating graphic that shows a payment going from Cinnamon to Coil, then Coil paying content creators. Does this mean you aim to handle Coil signups directly on your site? Not directly. We use Coil for user authentication, which means people can also initiate Coil sign-up process from their website using OAuth. So what I like about this is that if more people discover Cinnamon, it will help the adoption with Coil. So it's kind of like they're hand in hand. One's helping the other. I like using OAuth. OAuth is if you ever like you show up at a site and they go log in with Instagram, log in with Facebook. That's what OAuth is. So you'll be able to log in with Coil, or you'll be able to set something up right from the get-go. There's another one. I don't want to go through this whole thing, but basically his take was huge. The streaming sites can make a viable go of it. They sometimes find sizable market like Vimeo or Dailymotion or Twitch. YouTube has a massive first mover advantage, but its continued dominance is not guaranteed. Anyway, Hodor likes great stuff. I have to subscribe to a lot. I am subscribed. I guess I'm just not logged in here. But again, guys, I'm using Safari. It's an Apple product, and they do not have a browser plug-in for this. But the reason I use this is because it has built-in sort of the ability to, crush the get rid of all the graphics and stuff. But I don't like using a plugin because it is resource intensive, and I try to keep a clean machine. Guys, I want to touch on this. So this is a chance. This is Jason XRP. He's at Sea Pilots 2017. Jason XRP is part of the Good Souls group. And I wanted to mention this, and because this is a great opportunity. If you look on the description, there's a link directly to this tweet. But this is the final auction. Now he's auctioned off of a couple of his shirts. This is Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larsen and Ron Will, head honchos, autographed. I mean, it's got the Good Souls logo on it. It's autographed on the top. And for only 5 XRP, you're entered into the drawing. The cool thing is, if you enter multiple times, and you do a 5, and on the tip lot, another 5, you'll see down below here, that you'll be able to, and this raises money for Children on the Edge, which I know I've talked about. Here it is right here. He's doing this for Children on the Edge. This will be the last competition, raised over 2,000 XRP, and Infamous Bear was the winner. It wasn't me. I thought I was going to win. It wasn't any of you. We should have won. Some of us should have won. And so you can see what it looks like. So here's Nordic Ann doing a tweet, you know, adding money, and there you go. So it's just basically a 5 XRP on the tip bot. You're entered into the drawing to win this awesome shirt. There I am. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm in there a couple times. But guys, let's do this. There's King Blue. But let's check it out. There's another one. So I got a couple different drawings, and that's kind of cool because you can support it. But I want to do what I can to help. This is a phenomenal cause. But again, I just want this shirt because I want to frame it. I want it on my wall. I want to wear it. I didn't put this through the wash. And what's up, Bob Moneybags? What is up, Bob Moneybags? Hey, just in time, I was talking about Jason XRP here. Yeah, so this is a very cool thing, guys. Look at this. This is a badass shirt. So there you go. There's Ron's signature, there's Brad's, and there's Chris's right there. So this is an autographed one. You can frame it and talk about, you'll tell your grandchildren about the days when you were sitting there at 4143, right? You'll do that, and you'll be like, yeah, and meanwhile, you know, in the future, you know, we're like $1,350 per XRP, and you'll be like, oh, I took 5 XRP to get this shirt, right? So guys, I want you to, right now, if you get a chance, go ahead, click that link, open it up in a browser so you don't forget about it later. Click down in there and go ahead. 5 XRP to a great cause, and you have the chance of winning this awesome t-shirt. And I'm hoping that I win this time because I missed the first two. This is what I like. When a company comes along, this is Hemp 360, right? So they make hemp-based products. They're spreading the crypto knowledge and wealth with their employees via XRP. With the help of Coinbase and companies like Ripple, we're building the future of money. We pay bonuses and even tip our employees when they've done great work. What's up, Jungle? So this is awesome, right? When I see stuff like this is a company, and here you go, here's an employee, and let me just zoom in on this right here. So you can see she's got her, looks like a tip bot open there. Then you show the process, scanning it, and sending some XRP over. Pretty cool stuff, man. I mean, a company that's really forward-thinking. It's like, hey, man, you're doing good work. Damn, I just sent you some XRP. Hey, you know what? Keep it up. You know, a little bit of incentive, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all, right? So this is pretty fun, pretty cool. The crowd is going crazy. They can't believe it. They're looking at everybody. They seem to be doing the same thing over and over again. It's just incredible. Wow, amazing. What does your company do? I don't know. Hemp 360. What do they do? Let's take a look. So they do superfood for your skin, 10 years in business, CBD, hemp, skincare, educators. They got a pretty cool site too, and I wonder if they're accepting crypto. I think they do accept it on their website as well. Let's see. I bet you, why am I not following? Oh, because I'm not logged in. I am following them. I'm following them. They're out of Texas. I don't even know how to pronounce this, guys. Bronfels? I don't even know that is somewhere. But let's pop over to their website because let's see what these guys do, Willie. Let's see what they do. What do they do? Yeah, another cool find. I love these guys that do this. So this is cool. Dive in. Got a really cool site. They do hemp extracts. Here's the man box over here. Cleansers, face kits. But you know, I love forward-moving companies. I'll give any company a plug that does cool stuff like this. And by the way, soon, and I'm working with my brother Jake Currency. He's working on a stamp to boot an XRP. You know, my wife, I mentioned this before, my wife makes an all-natural soap product, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. We'll be stamping some XRP. So you really, like CKJ says, start your day with XRP, you know, start your day with CKJ. Now you can start with XRP, you know, as you're soaping up, you know, got the XRP in the shower, singing XRP songs. I'm always listening to somebody in the morning, whoever streamed for the night before, usually Crypto Eddie. But, you know, sometimes I'm watching BNI because he's on a 24-hour binge stream. But, yeah, I'm usually watching somebody. But I like this company a lot. Now, I don't usually like to mess with FUD. I'm going to mess with a little bit on the FUD here. But anyway, you know, this is Tone Days. He's being Tone Days. And Why do intellectually challenged people continue to compare XRP to BTC? Ripple's not even blockchain, not decentralized or trustless, etc. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get through that. So basically it says they're equally centralized, but PayPal's faster and is a stable coin. Is he right? It's a pretty cool article. I put it below. I know we're running late on time, so I'm going to, gosh, where does the time go? We just have so much fun. You know, the first 20 minutes are dedicated to talking about audio problems, you know, so that kind of took up 20 minutes right there. I'll get that fixed. I'm going to use, Rain's good at this stuff. I'm going to work on this. And hey, what's up, Jungle? So, this was a good response right here. I like this one. This is Sir Gordon Gecko. He says it's called Ripple Labs, which XRP has created. If Ripple Labs closed shop, XRP and its ledger would be fully functional. So it shows XRP is truly decentralized. If you have an intelligent comment, I'll welcome it. So yeah, this is, anyway, this is something I just wanted to pop out there. It's kind of silly. So this is maybe we want to open this one up. Look at all those ads. This is exciting, isn't it? Look at how exciting this is. So I thought there was yeah, there was. Okay, so in October 2017, this was Wall Street Journal forecast. They published that Ripple would be at $1,046 by 2020. Are they right? That's home sell, right? So Bitcoin would be 183,000. That also could happen. Ethereum's at 17,000, and Litecoin at a lowly $982. So XRP Vet sent this one out. See, read. So there's going to be a couple different cents. I'll put that up next, but there's going to be a smells like money, says Danny Torres. Oh yeah, smells like money. It smells like winning is what it smells like. Winning. Yeah, XRP DT, smash those, I'm not going to say that, LOL, what up, XRP fam. Yeah, so I love this stuff, you know, it's kind of cool. XRP Vets, he's a good guy to follow, give him a follow, and you guys probably are following him. He's at XRP_veteran, he's awesome. Seaweed, hopefully fresh money, used to work in a bank. Have you ever smelled old safe money? I have. Little creepy, it's got a little bit of an odor to it. Yeah, I can live with 1,046. But it should say XRP. It should, man. It should. But you know what? The other day, David Schwartz put out a tweet that basically said, hey, if you call it Ripple XRP and you're referring to the digital asset, okay, but if you're referring to the company, you can't. XRP is not interchangeable with the company itself, other than the founder. Something like that. I'm sure I screwed that up royally. But since we have a question here, so my wife's soap company is called Hokai.com. It's Hawaiian inspired soaps. That there is not a link in there. Maybe I will put one in, but you can see there's what the soaps look like. They're all natural, beautiful handcrafted soaps. They're all named after Hawaiian words. They're inspired by Hawaiian stuff, like, well, Purple Soul isn't, but Cherry Blossom, and hey, I should sign up and get some free deals. So yeah, she also has these to-go ones. This is one I usually travel with. I grab these when I go, and you throw it in the thing, you throw it in your little bag, and you pop it out, use it in the shower, put it in a little tin. It's beautiful. And she also does these lotions, but somewhere around here, man, you're going to see some XRP soap. I'll have it available in a couple different scents. Probably have a more, I was thinking, my wife's thinking like somewhat of like a, have you seen this one? It's like a black soap. It's like, I don't know, it's like dirt or something. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, it's supposed to be very popular. She says men will like it. I'll be honest with you, I don't like the real frou-frou ones, smelly ones. I like the little more rugged man smells. But I don't care, man. I'm in the shower. We have like a collection of soaps in the shower. I just grab one and, it smells good for the day. It's all good. Sandalwood or cedar would be a nice smell. Ooh, I like that. Sandalwood or cedar. This is good. Hang on a second. I got to copy this and I got to suggest this. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Let me just go ahead and pop over. I have to store that for later because I want to find that in the chat later. Seaweed. Manually smell. Right. So anyway, this is her site, and we're gonna have we'll have an XRP soap. She makes it. I'll just stamp her. I'll stamp the XRP with the awesome. what are we coming up on 10:56 here? So this is another David Schwartz. So Tim Hayden put this out. POW instructed to plan it unnecessary. He's right. This guy Tom says, he says, name one distribution method that works better than POW, proof of work. David Schwartz says, people who create the value get to keep it rather than the people with the cheapest power. Boom, 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 pummel. Punch. That was the greatest tweet I've read in a while. It was like the people who create the value get to keep it rather than the people with the cheapest power. Holy, that should be a quote. I might want to feature that on my. That's just a beautiful David Schwartz quote right there, man. That is fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. But anyway, I just keep, every time I read that, it's just phenomenal. Charcoal. That's it, Tina Hall. Charcoal. I'm just saying dirt. Charcoal. It's like, you're right. It's called charcoal soap. That's what it is. BTC, chap your skin. Tina, you're funny. You're bringing it tonight. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be something like that. Let's see. What do we got? We got a couple more things, and then we'll get out of here. But look at this guy. You know the crypto kitties? You know that whole crypto kitty thing? So car race and crypto collectible, get this, sells for over 100,000 Ether tokens. What is going on in the world today? Are you kidding me? This is insane. So a pseudonym blockchain bidder named 098282 apparently has paid over $113,000 worth of cryptocurrency wrapped Ether for a token tied to a virtual, get it? Virtual, not real, Formula One race car. I'm not going to get a lot into it. I think I have this below, but this is Patrick Chip is in here. What? We're getting some of this up. Damn right you will be, man. You're damn right you will be. The Chip the Younger in here. I like that. Chip the Younger and Chip the Older. Chip the Younger. But yeah, this is one of those things where I don't know what's going on in the world. I think the bear market's really tripping people out. I think they're losing their minds. I think they're sleep deprived because they're always up there checking. They're constantly with their phones checking. Did it go up? Did it go up? Really? 2%. And then they go, what am I going to do? I know. I'm going to spend $113,000 and I will win. And I'll equate this to something from my past, right? So when eBay first got started in 1999, I'll never forget this. So I was, and stop me if you heard it before. But anyway, I was bidding on a, this was my first, and maybe it was 99, 98. It was early days with eBay, and there was a sake set, like one of those sake sets, so you have like the little picture with the little sort of glasses for the sake, and I don't know, it was like $18, and I was like, I'm going to win it, and I'm bidding, and I'm like, I'm going to get it, I'm going to win it. And then like I read further down, I realized, ooh, I'm winning, but then I realized, oh, hang on a second, it's got a crack in it. And then you see the picture of the crack, it's got a crack on the side of it, and I'm like, I don't care, I'm winning it. So, I got caught up in the whole bidding process. I was more interested in winning the bid, and it ended up for like $27, and I was like, please don't let me be the winning bidder. I got caught up in the madness, and somebody actually won it. It wasn't me, but it was funny because somebody actually got it. Let's go here. So this was a good article. I'm not going to get into it. Really good stuff. The Ripple talks with Swift reps at the European Congress. And yeah, so Europe's really taken off. I mean, they're really doing a good job. I mean, I've heard conflicting reports that they're leaders. I happen to think Japan is the leader. Japan seems to be moving very, very fast and quick and doing all the right things. So I have to say that, if I had to guess, oh, that's creepy looking. What is going on there? Holy cow. So now, if you're wondering about regulations, if you're wondering what is Congress up to in the United States, well, let's take a little look here. The U.S. Senate's coming after loot boxes, right? Why? I don't know. It's like, guys, we want you to pass the token taxonomy bill. We want you to get it out of committee. But now they've got, look at this. The bill introduction was first reported by the Verge. It asserts that the pay-to-win transactions that give normal users an advantage for a fee or loot boxes allow some users to essentially play a slot machine for gaining rare important items. They're bad for minors and need to be banned. Okay, so this is what they're spending their time on, guys. They're worried about this. They've got bipartisan support for this. I didn't know this was a problem. I'll tell you what is a problem, though. Regulation as it comes into play with cryptocurrencies. Congress, pay attention. Don't do silly things like, this reserve. I'm hopped up in this. I can't stand it. This is what they're spending their time on. This is it. Thanks, guys. We got something really important to talk about. We're talking about gaming, loot boxes, okay? Sorry, not a problem. And what else do we have? So this is wicked cool. You guys know what the Enigma machine is? There's an original Enigma machine. It says like new, but I mean, you got to look at the era it's from. So if you're feeling flush this week, and perhaps instead of buying, spending $113,000 on a Formula One virtual car, you might consider picking up a lightly used Enigma machine. These devices, the scourge of the Allies in World War II, are rarely for sale to begin with, and one in this good a shape was actually used in the war is practically unheard of. The Enigma saga is a fascinating one, though too far to repeat here. Let it suffice to say that these machines created a code that was close to unbreakable. You could say this was an early cryptographic machine, right? Wrote a code, this was early days, so to have a piece of history like the Enigma machine is pretty intense. So I don't know how it works. There's probably an awesome YouTube video on it. There's another picture of it right here, but you might look at this thing as probably being, they had the code crackers back in the day, but look at this thing. It's almost in mint condition. I think the battery's dead up. They had a battery of some kind, but it's going to be a start auction. I'm going to keep my eye on this for $200,000 at auction at Nate D. Sanders. That's 10 times what another machine went for 10 years ago. I might buy this instead of buying a virtual one machine. That's just me. I wanted to tell you about this thing. This one's called Linked Tree. This is pretty cool. I'm going to show you how this works, guys. So, yeah, it was using cryptography, right? Early cryptography, right at the range. So I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, Clara T. Snowden. Howdy from Texas, says Molly. It says Patrick Chip the Younger. Chip the Younger is in the house. So this is something cool. It's absolutely free. You're going to watch me sign in here. And maybe I'm going to sign in. Holy cow, let's go. Where is my account? I already have an account. But this is kind of cool. And the use case for this is very simple. Very simple indeed. What you do is to log in. Now you create yourself a free account. And like in your Twitter profile, it says like, you have like a little sort of a, you only have room for one link, right? So you might put your YouTube channel, you might put your Instagram channel. Now what you can do is, like, you see my link right here. It's linktr.ee/chip. So you get your username. So I would just share this link with you, linktree.chip, and basically you have access to my Twitter, my YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram. So it's kind of cool. It's free. I stuck it down in video. I stuck it down video in the description. So go down there and check it out. You think we're heading back to the gold standard? I don't think we're heading back to the gold standard. What I think we're doing, if you watch, a global reset's coming. If you look at what Trump's been saying regarding the, I'm going into DNI territory, but I'll put my 2 cents in. Since you asked me, XRPDT, when I think he's criticizing a lot of the Fed, the Federal Reserve, central banking, look what's happening around the world, okay? Look what happened with the French elections. Look at May. Theresa May is out. They wanted Brexit. The people wanted Brexit. They wanted to break free. Well, I understand being part of a bigger sort of a thing. Like the European Union was basically a great idea. We use a similar money, although the value would be different. Here's the problem with it: is you have unelected officials in Brussels making decisions for people in Europe, in the European Union, okay? They're unelected. They do it every month. They're controlling 60% of what gets done. They had to get a special plan approved. What plan? Wow, that's my plan. Hey, we're in UK. The people voted. We're out of here. So when we look at what's happening throughout the world, look what's happening in building up in Switzerland, look at the election that just took place in Australia, you see sort of a rise, and people are they're starting to get wise. They're starting to come into cryptocurrencies. And so to answer your question, since you phrased it so elegantly, I do think that we are not going back necessarily to a gold standard. Could be wrong, but I think we're going to a new standard. The debt system of central banking doesn't work. It benefits the few. Like, for example, here in the United States, we do not own our own money. If you guys look at when this happened in 1912, you had some very high-ranking officials go on a little boat called the Titanic. Look it up. And Titanic went down and hit an iceberg, so they say. And there are three proponents of not going with central banking. 2013, Woodrow Wilson went ahead and passed it. So when you start looking at the whole history, we don't own our money, we don't print our money. I think big changes are coming, but I think it's going to be great. And when we look at Trump over in Japan and talking with the prime minister, and you see what he's saying, he mentioned digital economy, I believe he said something really effective. So I think that's pretty cool when you start seeing stuff like that. I think we got big, cool things in our future. No, it's not going to be a one world currency. I think you need sovereignty. Nations need to have control of what they want. Every nation wants to be great. Every nation deserves to have, their culture preserved. And, it's just like in the U.S., like we're running out of people. It's like our birth rate's not replacing, so we need folks to come in here to the country. We need folks and I've actually sponsored in my past. I've sponsored some folks to come in, HB1 visas, and look, it's what we have to do. But every nation should have the control over what that looks like and what that looks like. And the Chip the Younger can feed his watch addiction. Right on. Yeah, so the deal was I made with my bro, with Chip the Younger, was he was going to come. We were going to do a stream together when we hit 1,000 subs. He was going to actually fly in from Dallas, and thank you, man. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thanks, XRPBT, for asking. It was just a sort of a summary. But I think when we do that, and he wants to have their dad in here too. I don't know if we fit 3 heads in here. We could do it. It's possible. We have to work out the mic issues, but he says he's going to come down because I've been trying to get him on a stream. Any thoughts on 5G? You know that? 5G is, you know what? I've read so much conflicting stuff on 5G. I've heard good, there's pro and there's con stuff, man. I mean, I'll leave it at that. I guess you have to do your own research on it. I hear, a lot of health-related stuff, but in one sense, it's going to revolutionize. I just worry. Bring a new mic. Well, the problem's not the mic. The problem's my setup. The microphone is beautiful. Look at that, baby. Look at that, huh? Anyway, look at that. It's going to wrap around the screen. It's not the microphone. It is the setup, people. So, yeah. Gold standard, yes or no? Asking Rain. Rain, by the way, guys, I wanted to, I know we're going to wrap up here, but Rain does his Friday night stream, so that's in a couple days. He does an awesome job. Had some awesome callers in there. You really don't want to miss it. I want to talk about Jeff, who does the Hodor report on, let's see, where are we? We had a holiday here, so I'm kind of messed up. So Jeff does the streams from the Hodor report, does the Hodor, I don't know, Hodor, whatever, Hodor. But he does that on Mondays and Wednesdays. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock, and then we've got Rain at 10 o'clock slot. Of course, your main man, DNI, holds down that 9 o'clock slot. We got Brad Kimes in the 8 o'clock slot, roughly CKG in the 7 o'clock slot. So there you go. So anyway, this is a pretty cool thing, guys. So if you're not if you want to have multiple links being shared, you can pick out a cool background, pick out a username. I got Chip, which was very cool. I want to talk about this. I know we're running out of time. This is like the last thing I wanted to talk about, but this was really cool. And it's kind of shocking that nobody's done this before. So this new Honda E is bringing side view mirrors inside. Now, really, guys, this sounds like the next evolutionary sort of turn of events. Am I wrong? Yeah, 5G, we're all going to die, right? Yeah, Portlandia. Let me get a sip of water here. In Portlandia. Yeah, so check this out. So, holy, I don't know who's that. Here we go. So look at this. So what it is, it's basically on the side. It's a little camera, right? So if you look, we'll put the video on. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Maybe it won't play. Maybe it'll ruin my... So let's say it's showing you this little animation. So basically, these are on the side. And when you look on the inside of this thing, what it does, it has the cameras. So we've seen the inside backup camera. This one actually makes more sense, and I think this is going to become standard on probably everything that we will see. Look at this. That is the money shot right there, people. Look at that. So basically, instead of looking out and being able to see what's going on, you got your camera right inside. You can see what's going on inside. You can maneuver, you can move that camera around. Please tell me why in 2019 we're just seeing this now. I mean, we were promised flying cars. I was promised flying cars by 2020. We don't have flying cars, but we manufacture XRP mooning and these awesome mirrors, and they're not even mirrors anymore technically, but we'll have them in the side. But this makes perfect sense. I just can't figure out why. I looked at this and I said, "This. Look at it at nighttime. No glare, no, lights in your eyes knocking you out. It's beautiful. There's no glare. I mean, this is crazy." So I had to do this for an electric car. This is insane. I love it. Here's something else. I'll leave you with this right here. This is some guy. I don't know why he did this, but he wrote something called FastTU.be. FastTU. What does it do? You're wondering, what does it do? Well, I'll tell you what it does. I will tell you what it does. Let me find it. So if you can see this in my URL thing, so here's what it does actually. If you do FastTube, FASTU.be, and you put a search term in there, like for example, I put in the XRP minute, it'll just pop into a random thing. And look, it popped into my video here with me at the Crypto Cafe, doing my thing, talking to people, talking to Mark Heyman from the cafe there. It's a really cool thing, and you can get some cool, unexpected results. We'll all have stiff necks. So let's run it down here. Yeah, it was a pretty cool find, man. I love the tech, guys. You know I love tech. I usually talk about privacy. There's just too much stuff to talk about tonight, and I had to spend 20 minutes messing with my microphone. I still didn't make it any better, so it's not good. What's up, Notorious? Dude, I got the gold medals. Thank you. Right over the top. I love it. Chip the younger objects in the mirror exactly as they appear. Love it. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm like, seriously, like, Tesla had the giant, they had that giant sort of screen, like the big screen up top. No one thinks, really, if, you got the backup camera you use when you back up, but the side mirrors. I'm ranting on this because I think this is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time, and I'm shocked that nobody thought about it. I am shocked. Of course, it's an animation, it looks like here. It's not the real deal, but still, I mean, put cameras on the side. What a beautiful idea. Am I wrong on this? Who's with me? Are you with me on this? Do we all need this on our cars? I mean, we look back a day when we were like, yeah, we used to have old school mirrors on the side, and somebody would drive in and then boom, it'd fall right off, or somebody on a bike would ride by and hit your mirror, or we have to fold them in. I mean, why are these mirrors? I mean, man, that's old tech. So this is pretty cool. Guys, what's the price of XRP before we get off here? I checked it right before. I want to know if we mooned yet. Does anybody can tell me if we mooned? Have we mooned? Someone give me a moon sign. Somebody. C. Reed. Morris. Prince C7. You work on Teslas, they get dirty and they don't stay clear. Well, there's always a downfall. Man, you just broke my heart tonight, Morris. Prince C7. Beautiful. There's got to be a way to put something. You're talking about the cameras, right? Or you're talking about the screen on there. Yeah, I say use both. There you go. I say use both. On the Audi, it's not legal to have camera mirrors yet. Oh. Well, there you go. I have, maybe you can have two. I've always said in my car, because blind when the weather's sketchy. Right on. Yeah, it's all right, Mars Prince. I was all excited, man. I was excited and ranting for 5 minutes and just crushed my soul, my spirit with these words, but it's okay. I love you, man. It's okay. I love you anyway. It doesn't matter. We hit 589 for 30 seconds, crash back down to 0.43. What are you gonna do, man? That's what we're gonna do, guys. I usually have my mobile. I don't know if anybody sent a tip on the tip. I know my brother sent me something beautiful because that's who he is, and he's also on XRP. Hodor. Yeah, so what does GXRP say? Lucky to catch on time. G, party at G's house. G's holding the party. He's going to have us all on a cruise. We're all going to meet up, hang out, 24-hour parties. We'll have bands from the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, current bands. G is organizing it, set it up. Tesla mailed me a chance to win a Tesla today. Has like an LED lit code. Okay, all right, well, there you go. XRP is 44. So you might be looking at Coinbase. I hate it. It's like, what is it? And if you had like $1 million, so you guys saw the whale, you saw what happened on the whale transfer. So somebody, when it hit 40, I think 40 cents, there was a 10 million XRP were purchased at 40 cents. Right? It is better. You're right, Tina. Good point. It is better than 30. And here's the thing. If you bought at 30 and you're at 40, that's a 25% hike, right? So you made 25% on your money. Where are you going to do that? I mean, what stock are you going to hit on that? I mean, seriously? don't buy Uber. It's not ready. It's going to take some time to kind of work its way out, like Facebook did and other ones. You know, it took a while. Their initial public offering was met with a lot of fanfare. Then they crashed, but you know, long-term holders, I should say holders, right, for stocks, will all go back and they was just like, oh, God, this is horrible audio. But I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you. Let's run it down. King Brew. What is up, King Brew? King Brew, I did a nice shout out to I want to do it here because you are here too. I did a nice shout out. I'm going to end with this, guys, because this is very important. Because we're ending, I want you to hit down in the description. Jason XRP is wrapping his shirt off. For what? For what? For 5 XRP. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. And it's signed by the Ripple head honchos, the main dudes, right? It's got Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larsen and Ron Will. Ron Will was cool. He signed it on the back. Let's look at the shirt. It's very simple. I've got the tweet down there. Good soles, awesome logo right here. It's Garlinghouse right there. It looks like Larsen there, and I think pulling up the rear here. Yeah, we got Ron Will in the back, but guys, something you can frame, tell your grandkids about this when, you know, you actually put 5 XRP, you know, when we're sitting at $1,250 on XRP. But go ahead and click on that. Really, seriously, it's still a great cause for children on the edge. A phenomenal cause. You can read a little bit more about it in Jason's XRP stream at Sea Pilots 2017. But if you look here, this is Children on the Edge. Now, the last time you raised 2,000 XRP. So what are we doing as a community? What are we known as the XR community? We're givers, man. We give. We're great people. We help each other. We do stuff. So please, if this is your bag, I'd love you to go out there right now. Click on that, hit it up, and do some of that right now. Dutchie, RTB, Roy Dutchie, thank you for coming, man. Anna Louise George, thank you for making it. Put your money on Susie. Susie, what's Susie talking about? Are we talking about Susie from down under, or is she in New Zealand? I'm not sure. Is that the Susie we're talking about? Hey, Danny, thank you very much. Did you give me 6 lemons? Or those? What are those exactly? I don't care. I'll take them. I love lemonade. I'll make some lemonade out of those. But thank you, Danny. XRP Bananas. Who else is here? Chip the Younger, big brother, lighting it up on tonight. Thank you, Bro. And XRP DT 334. Apple Sauce on the launch pad. King Blue's in the house. Auburn Rain, thank you as always for your contribution. Let me do my impression right here. I got to have the big giant headphones on. Rain here. That's it. That's my impression. It's a quick one. And we're talking about, I'm going to be on Rain's show one of these days. As long as he schedules me, he's always too busy. He says he wants me on, but I'm just joking. We've been trying to work out a time and a date and a place and all that kind of good stuff. GXRP, thank you, man. Guys, hit that thumbs up. It does. I'm at 800. I think 801. I got like 299 to go. Then we're at 1,000. And then what? Then we just keep going, man. You know, we just keep going. Busy comedy channels in here. Always with the Carl Lewis cracking the jokes. He hit me up jokes twice in 2 streams, back to back. Let me see. Who am I missing here? I'm missing somebody. Tina Hall. I'm missing Tina Hall. Better than 30. I still love that comment. C. Reed. Orange Prince. C7 crushing my soul, telling me how bad and dirty those get. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll figure out a way to perfect them. I'm just goofing on you, Morris Prince. I love you coming in the stream. Who else is in here? There was a lot of people in here earlier, and then they left because the audio was horrible. It was depressing. I think that's pretty much everyone. Notorious. I didn't think I shouted out Notorious. XRP Carolina. Any questions? Anything you would like to know before we go? At all. And now let's find out if let's see, Fat Fingers. Yeah, that's me, Fat Fingers, all right. I must have messed something up on here. Let's see, anybody have anything? If you have something, otherwise we're going. Guys, thank you for hanging in there. It was a longer stream, but again, I took 20 minutes to figure out the microphone. I know it's bad, but thank you for hanging in there. I have to extend even more love because you dealt with the bad audio, and I gotta figure it out. See, little Chip is like, he's already stealing my thunder, man. He's still shout out Aiden Trading live now. Okay, yeah, guys, go over to Aiden Trading right now. He's going to do another epic stream, maybe a 2-3 hour stream. But thank you, XRP Bananas. I want you to head over to Aiden Trading. Tell him Chip sent you. Chip from the XRP Minute sent you. I love Aiden. He was in here earlier. Alex Sheet, thank you so much for showing up, my man. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Be awesome in the community. And remember, this is a shirt you want framed, hanging on your wall, man, because this is the beginning. You can say, you can tell that your family, nobody will believe you, that you're basically was a 5 XRP donation. So get in on that. That's in the description. And let's see, what else do I have to say here? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Aiden, thanks a lot, man. Hey, so guys, Aiden just put his link in there. Put his link in there, Aiden. Kill it tonight, my man. Kill it tonight. And what do we say? I sent you to Chips. No, I'm just saying. Chips sent you to Aiden Trading. Aiden, knock it out, man. Break a leg, as they say in show business. So, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for coming. We'll do this again on Thursday night. Tomorrow night, we have Jeff at the Home Report at 10 o'clock. On Thursday night, I'll be back here at 10 o'clock. And awesome, the Holman down coveted, the special coveted spot is Rain, Auburn Rain. If you're not subbed to his channel, go sub his channel. Click on his name right there and get subbed over. But for right now, head over to Aiden Trading, who's going to be catching this up and continuing the love. That's my take. I want to know your take in the description below. Chip.